All right, to Thunder Bay now. NDP Leader Jagmeet Singh is making an announcement on this Friday morning. Let's listen.
And as a result of COVID-19, a lot of the gaps in our healthcare system are being exposed. The fact that decades of cuts in our healthcare from Liberals and Conservatives has meant that our public healthcare system has been starved of some funding. We also know that a significant investment in healthcare is needed, but there's a particular piece of our healthcare system that's missing that was supposed to be there from the beginning that we have to address, and that's universal pharmacare. And the reason why pharmacare is so important, a number of reasons why, but people right now in our country, many people can't afford the medication they need to get well. And many people who have coverage or are purchasing that medication they need are spending a lot of money, and it costs them and their families a lot. We know it doesn't have to be this way. We know that we can actually work together to solve this problem. And what we've seen the Liberals do and the Conservatives do, instead of actually delivering on this essential expansion of our healthcare system, they've been working against it. Justin Trudeau teamed up with Erin O'Toole to vote against healthcare. He campaigned in 2019 very openly saying that he would bring in universal pharmacare. He campaigned and said that this is important and that he would make it happen. And then in his throne speech, he said again, pharmacare is important, we're going to bring it in. And at the first opportunity to actually move forward and bring in universal pharmacare, he teamed up with Erin O'Toole to vote against it. He voted against you and your families. He voted against helping people out. He voted against our healthcare system. And who did he vote for? He voted for big pharmaceutical companies and wealthy insurance companies. That's who you'd rather protect than you or your families. We have a better plan. Before we get into that plan, I want to hear from a healthcare worker who can talk about what this would mean, what it would mean to be able to invest in our healthcare system by expanding it to include pharmacare, what that would mean to people and what that would mean to you and your families. So I'll invite our first speaker to share their thoughts around what this would mean. Let's see.
I'm not a nurse.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, I'm here today to tell you a little bit about myself. Like so many others dealing with a lot. I've had a back injury for 15 years, and I was also in a car accident that left me with migraines and bad memory impairments. My nurse practitioner told me about CBD drops. I gave them a few years back. I gave them a try, and they help. They help with so many different things, not just my migraines, my back pain, joint pain. They help relieve stress and anxiety, but I couldn't afford them. I'm on ODSP, and their CBD drops are not covered. So now I have to choose between the medication that I need and paying bills, paying rent, buying healthy food for my kids. Even though the drops helped immensely, for me the cost is too high. I now live every day with pain, migraines, back issues, all because I have no other choice to go without the drops. This affects my life on a day-to-day basis. Big things like being able to get out of bed, little things like going for walks with my kids. No one should have to choose between your health or your family. Thank you for your time.
Thanks so much. Thank you so much, Tammy. I really appreciate you being able to share your story. It's important for folks to know that these are the real choices that people are making, the people that cannot find the means to be able to make the choice between the medication they need or putting food on the table, helping and supporting their families. These are real choices. And our plan is to make sure no one has to worry about the cost of medication ever again. Our plan is to make sure if someone needs medication, they get it. They don't need to use their credit card, they use their health card. We know that many people in our country are paying right now for medication even though they have a drug plan. They pay premiums or co-payments. Our plan would eliminate all those costs. And while Justin Trudeau wants to team up with Erin O'Toole to fight against healthcare, to protect big pharmaceuticals, we want to invest in you. We want to invest in your families. We want to help out people like Tammy so they don't have to worry about the cost of the medication. We can do this. It's within our means to do it. We can make it happen. It's a matter of making priorities and making choices. We choose you, we choose people, and we choose to make sure pharmacare is included in our healthcare system, and we'll get it done. Ce qu'on a vu pendant cette pandémie, c'est le fait que beaucoup de
is the
gens
fact
ont
that
peur
a
pour
lot
leur
of
santé.
people are afraid about their
Ce
health.
qu'on a vu dans
And
le
what
système
we've
de santé,
seen
les soins de santé,
in the
c'est
healthcare
les
system
impacts des coupures
were the
des
impacts
libéraux
of
et
cuts
conservateurs
from the liberals and conservatives. It hurt our healthcare. So what we want to do is to invest in our healthcare. There's a big problem in our healthcare system. It's the fact that if you get sick and you need medication, a lot of people cannot afford the bills of the medication they need, and that's a big problem. And for a lot of people, it's too expensive to buy the medication. What we're suggesting is to include the cost of medication in our healthcare. And Justin Trudeau promised to do it. He promised that he would make sure that we have universal pharmacare, but the first time we could have moved forward and we could have moved forward, he voted against pharmacare, and he worked with Aaron O'Toole to defend the interest of large pharmaceutical companies instead of you and your family. Us, as Neo-Democrats, we're different. We want to invest in your healthcare. We want to make sure that if you need medication, you can just use your healthcare card rather than your credit card. So we can make this happen. We're going to invest in healthcare. We want to make sure that everybody can access the medication they need, and you should not have to pay the bill. It's going to be included in our healthcare. We can do it.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. And with that,
We will
I'm
do
ready
it.
to take any questions you might have.
Premier Castel, first question, Tom Perry from CBC News.
Good morning, Mr. Singh. Thank you for taking our questions. If you're going to do this, you're going to need buy-in from the provinces. How are you going to get that buy-in from the provinces?
This was the same problem we had with universal healthcare. The exact same thing. And when we started with universal healthcare, which is now one of our national treasures, something that everyone believes in, initially every province didn't agree. And once a province agreed, we signed an agreement, and people were able to get healthcare, and it didn't matter how much money they earned. Other folks looked at that and said, well, I think that makes a lot of sense. We would like that as well. And we were able to convince provinces. Right now, what we're proposing to do would save everyone money. For each family in Canada, a universal pharmacare would save them on average $500 a month. That's whether or not they have coverage right now, or if they don't have coverage. People would save at least $500 a month per family, and for many families, it would be thousands of dollars a month. This would eliminate co-payments and premiums. This would save money for not just people, but also provinces and territories. $4.2 billion of savings could be realized. Businesses would save. This just makes sense. I can't imagine why Justin Trudeau would team up with Aaron O'Toole to vote against something that would help people out so much.
What are you going to offer the provinces? I mean, they're looking for more healthcare spending. What are you going to offer the provinces so that they'll accept your plan?
Well, first, we believe in increasing our investments in healthcare, and that means increasing transfers. But when it comes to universal pharmacare, this would save money for provinces. This would save money for people. When people see, when this is implemented in one province, that people don't have to worry about the cost of their medication, and families are saving on average at least $500 a month, if not more, thousands of dollars for some families, that is a very, very powerful convincer to say, listen, why don't we have this in our province? We'd work with provinces and territories. I know it's going to be hard work, but it's going to save families money. It's going to be good for our healthcare system. People won't get sick because they couldn't get the medication they needed. People won't get even worse because they couldn't maintain their health. It will save money for everyone, and it will make sure people have a better quality of life. And that, to me, just makes sense.